Loesch is a nationally syndicated radio host. I mean, this is the California, which is run by Democrats. You got Kamala, you got Bass, you got Newsom, Swalwell. It's a mess. It's just like these people are leading the state, and now they want to lead the country.
Yeah, that's a terrifying resume to have the California wildfire disaster on your hands. And I don't know anyone in California who would look at the record of Karen Bass or any of these clowns that were associated with this and think, wow, these socialists did such a good job not at all preventing any of this or even making sure the reservoirs were topped up to deal with. You know, it's California. They get wildfires pretty regularly. To not even plan for that, who in their right mind is going to cast a vote for any of those individuals and let them continue to do it? I love the way Spencer Pratt is running his campaign, Jesse. The ads are phenomenal. He's completely unafraid. And whenever anybody tries to go up against him, especially and measure their career 20 years ago to his in reality television, it ends up backfiring on them pretty horribly.
Yeah, I hope he wins. He's definitely got some appeal, and he just has to keep fighting. The judge in D.C., this magistrate judge, he's apologizing to the guy who tried to shoot the president?
Yeah, apologizing. Let's all remember what this would-be assassin did, what his actions caused. He disrupted the nerd prom, and we all know how the press loves their nerd prom, and I can't believe that they're not more upset over this. And Jesse, you were there, you saw the chaos. I mean, there were pregnant people crawling around on the floor, pregnant women. Wait, I don't want to be the left. I don't want to be like them and be like pregnant people. Pregnant women crawling around on the floor, men who were freaking out, wondering if they were going to get their wives to safety, to say nothing of the thousands of dollars of food, federal agents that were almost killed, the president of the United States, the vice president, members of the cabinet. And this judge is going to apologize because he can't get vegan food, Jesse. Ooh, it's so lonely in solitary confinement. Ooh, this isn't like the type of mattress that he was anticipating having. He thought he was going to have something more along the lines of what they have at the Ritz. This is the consequence for trying to kill the president of the United States. And you know what? He better be thanking his lucky stars that no federal agent made a mess for the medic and made it interesting for the morgue with his body.
I think Johnny should pay the judge a visit. What do you think?
I would love to see Johnny pay that judge a visit. I would pay money to see Johnny pay that judge a visit.
All right. Well, hand it over, Dana, because we're going to send him. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.